switch mics here.
Amsco Steel Products at 1101 South Main in Altus has been providing all your sheet metal supplies for many years. You can count on Amsco for rebar, C-purlin, and sheet metal in all your popular colors. But you can also count on Amsco for all your welding supplies too, including oxygen and acetylene. Yep, when you need sheet metal or welding supplies, just head to Amsco Steel in Altus.
Farm and trucks to the car that you drive. Brewers Discount Auto Supply. Hard to find parts, we've got what you want. We're the one stop to meet all your needs. Put you on the road or back in the field with service you can't beat. Farm and trucks to the car that you drive. Brewers Discount Auto Supply.
When you want your vehicle detailed right, you want Justin Pennington's Double J Detail Shop to do the job right. Double J Detail is located at 1910 East Broadway in Altus. Justin says go Lady Navajo softball team in the state tournament. Call Justin when you need a detail, 580-471-7112.
At the Jeff Warren Farmers Agency, they pride themselves on taking the time to get to know you and tailoring a package to your specific needs. Their goal is to understand every you have the right plan, eliminating gaps and overlaps in coverage along the way. Call Jeff at 580-248-5705.
JP's Backhoe Service provides all backhoe services, including septic tank installation and all other backhoe services. For general backhoe service, call JP Brooks at 580-471-2468. Navajo Athletics supports this radio broadcast of the games through coaches' contributions. Coaches are proud of the young people who participate in school activities.
Original Landscape Creations has been our business for over 30 years now. We're Nance Landscaping Service of Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas. Let us create a landscape for you that you'll enjoy for years to come, and everyone will say wow when they see it. Nance Landscaping, where crafting unique multi-dimensional landscapes is what we do with pride. Call Nance today, 580-477-2474. That's 477-2474. And find them on Facebook.
Folks, welcome to Shawnee, Oklahoma. Chad Fox and Brad Gilbert. We're going to get to Brad on here in just a few moments, getting set for the national anthem. It is state tournament slow pitch softball time, and the Navajo Lady Indians about to take on the Wister Lady Wildcats. And again, the national anthem in moments away. Brad Gilbert with the call. Quarterfinal matchup here this morning. Semifinals scheduled for 4 o'clock this afternoon, and the finals scheduled for 7 o'clock tonight. The quarters and semis were supposed to be yesterday, pushed back to today, and the whole tournament is a one-day event. The reigning state champion Navajo Lady Indians, no state tournament last spring, the reigning spring state champions. So getting set for a good matchup between Navajo and Wister. Glad to have you along. OKSports.tv. And also on the radio, Classic Hits 97.7. Back after this, we'll get Brad on the line and hooked up. He is ready to go. It is Navajo Lady Indian softball on Classic Hits 97.7.
Keep your lawn protected from weeds by having it sprayed every spring. That's the smart thing to do. And having Willie Holland do the job is smart too. Holland's Lawn and Pest is trusted by folks in the Altus area to get the job done right. Don't wait. Get your job scheduled now by calling Holland's Lawn and Pest at 480-1990. When you talk to Willie, ask about the annual lawn package that includes 5 visits to your lawn. Holland's Lawn and Pest in Altus. Phone 480-1990.
Navajo Athletics supports this radio broadcast of the games through coaches' contributions. Coaches are proud of the young people who participate in school activities.
Amsco Steel Products at 1101 South Main in Altus has been providing all your sheet metal supplies for many years. You can count on Amsco for rebar, C-purlin, and sheet metal in all your popular colors. But you can also count on Amsco for all your welding supplies too, including oxygen and acetylene. Yep, when you need sheet metal or welding supplies, just head to Amsco Steel in Altus.
Farm and trucks to the car that you drive. Brewers Discount Auto Supply. Hard to find parts, we've got what you want. We're the one stop to meet all your needs. Put you on the road or back in the field with service you can't beat. Farm and trucks to the car that you drive. Brewers Discount Auto Supply.
When you want your vehicle detailed right, you want Justin Pennington's Double J Detail Shop to do the job right. Double J Detail is located at 1910 East Broadway in Altus. Justin says go Lady Navajo softball team in the state tournament. Call Justin when you need a detail. 580-471-7112.
Thank you, and good luck to all teams.
All right, welcome back. Chad Fox and Brad Gilbert. You got us, Brad.
I am here.
All right, how are you today?
I'm great, Chad. Thanks.
Beautiful weather today and getting set for some exciting softball.
Boy, it's absolutely perfect. That flag out there in center field's hanging like it's soaking wet.
Yeah, looking forward to it. You had talked about how many days at a reigning champion?
The Navajo Lady Indians are 730 days defending champs, and
Sweet.
They come in here trying to defend that crown, and they're primed to do it. They come in here pretty hot, as Coach Shoemaker says. They're picking about the right time, and ask her to draw on her experience to maybe tell us the difference between slow pitch and fast pitch. What she sees as far as what are the keys? What makes one team better than another? And she says, adjusting to the wind and the pitcher when you're in the box, you got to be picky and get something. That thing's floating up there like a watermelon. You tend to want to rock back and see if you can't lift it. But I got news for her. There's no wind to adjust to right now.
Yeah.
Yesterday there would have been, and we discussed it, a crosswind that would have been blowing out to right field. But there's nothing today. So it's a straight-up contest between Wister and the Navajo Lady Indians. Wister coming in with a record of 30-8. Ranked number 7, so they've had a fantastic year. And I'm noticing here through their lineup, they put about as many freshmen on the field as Navajo does, and that's always an interesting sign to see how that plays out. Navajo comes in 33-9, ranked number 4, and as I say, defending champs. And we're going to continue that moniker, and hopefully we'll carry that out of here, and we'll make it an even 1,000 days.
Well, you said that when they won it, would almost be a couple of years ago now.
2 years ago.
Yeah, COVID last year, that it was pushed back to a one-day event as well. They won their 3 games, and Dog Pile went home. So that's exciting stuff, and again, looking to repeat.
You know, and of course, everybody has their stories of what was disappointing to them personally in 2020, but for this bunch of Navajo Lady Indians, they had 7 seniors last year, so they were loaded again and primed to defend it last year, and it's now up to this group to try to carry that torch. So we'll have game action here for you just in a moment. We've got Wister warming up.
They're number 4, right, in Class 3A?
Wister is number 7, and Navajo is number 4.
That's right. Okay. So Navajo 4, Wister 7, and both have won over 30 games each. And tell you what, again, audio only, folks. The OSSAA has a contract with the National Federation of High Schools, and they have the video. They'll charge you for it, but that is what they do. What we do is radio right now, and we're on Classic Hits 97.7. Audio and scoreboard is on. Also, oksports.tv, Facebook, and YouTube, and the Mangum Tiger TV channels. So, anyway, share that. The KHIM Classic Hits 97.7 Facebook page is loaded up and ready to go. And glad to bring you all the exciting action from Shawnee. Brad, it's all yours.
You betcha. As Junior Riley Pennington, the left fielder, steps in first here for Navajo. And, Chad, on a personal note, I want to thank you for having me here and to be a part of this broadcast. You're here doing what you do best, and that's bringing local Southwest Oklahoma sports to the people that can't make it, and I appreciate that, and I know everybody else does.
Glad you led the charge to get us here, and we appreciate Brad's always looking out for Navajo and area schools, and so that's good stuff. So glad to be here, and let's win us a state title.
Yeah, we're sitting at a count of 1 ball and 1 strike here to Riley Pennington. So the 1-1's delivered, and it's a little bit deep in the box, so 2-1. The Navajo faithful out in full force, and of course you might see over here to our left, Chad, is the boys all standing up, and they'll start state action on Thursday, and there's a lift by Riley Pennington into center field. It's going to be caught easily by, you never know when they put their rover, or they're going to put their center fielder out there, but we'll consider that to be Jordan McKay.
Yeah, we'll
for out number 1. So that's 1 out, and here will be Avery Ripple, one of the freshmen that will play full-time here for the Navajo Lady Indians.
You mentioned it, too. Navajo stocked and loaded for the future, so a lot of young talent coming up.
Very excited. We got very fortunate in hiring Coach Tim Ellison over the break. There's a lift into left from Avery Ripple. Trouble with the sun. Left fielder comes in. It's going to fall off the tip of her glove, and you're not going to throw Avery Ripple out before she gets to second base, so that's going to be an error, and it's worth 2 bases. Ripple can sure run. So runner at second base, Avery Ripple, and one of the most feared bats in the state of Oklahoma will come to the plate here, and that's Gracie Brooks, one of 2 seniors on this team.
Well, you're right. That left fielder with this 10 o'clock sun is right there staring right at it.
So we got a timeout here. Looks like we're going to change balls out.
Field's in great conditions. Weather perfect. Crowd is packing in. We've got about 6 fields going here at the ball fields at Fire Lake.
Yeah, this will be a self-contained state tournament one day for everybody. Nobody's going to play at Hall of Fame Stadium this year, that's where we're supposed to be at today if they'd have played yesterday, but everything was moved to Fire Lake exclusively, and so be it. That's a deep shot there by Gracie Brooks. That's going to be deep. That's over the wall. She's back to the wall, and that's back over the wall for a 2-run shot. Navajo Lady Indians on the board here, 2-0, as Brooks will touch them all.
Boy, you're right. That pitch perfect for her and just smoked it. No wind, but, man, it didn't matter.
It didn't matter. She went back on that one in left center for a 2-run shot, and I'm glad that she didn't foul tip for an out, after I called her one of the most feared bats in the state of Oklahoma. And in will step another freshman here hitting cleanup. This will be Emery Solis. And the pitch will be strike to Solis. You can hear fans probably coming to the microphone from every field around here, and that's going to be an all-day thing. There's a grounder, sharp grounder to third base. She's up with it over to first. That's going to be out in number 2. as Solis is retired. The ball looked like it was way more than 12 feet high on the pitch. Nonetheless, she chose to swing at it, and she'll hustle back and will step in. One of the more feared bats in the state of Oklahoma here, Abby Bates, the junior center fielder. Now for Abby, there's a big difference between fast pitch and slow pitch. She's an exclusive catcher for fast pitch. The slow pitch, she gets to run the outfield, and she's equally as talented out there. Ball one. Parrish Norfleet, the freshman, on deck. Inside pitch here to Abby Bates. She's going to let that go for ball number 2. And it's been a while, Chad. I got to tell you, since I've been at a ballpark and the flag's been hanging.
Yep. It's Oklahoma, and that's usually not the case.
No. We played all spring long in any sport.
Yes.
Lots of wind, but today we don't get it for state, and it should be that way.
Yeah.
There's a strike to Abby Bates. 2-1. 2 out here in the top of the first for Navajo versus the Wister Lady Wildcats. That hits the plate. Not sure what he's called. He's giving no signal here, but I think it's 3-1.
Yeah, I think so too.
Change balls out again. You know, Coach Shoemaker yesterday said that they had taken the field and had warmed up pitching and was about to throw the first pitch before they stepped out and said everything is canceled for the day. But she was kind of happy about it. It was really wet, she said yesterday, so it's done a lot of drying. There's a ball 4 free pass walk there to Abby Bates, and then we'll step another scary bat in Parrish Norfleet. She's got a ton of power. At one time, I knew she had 19. That was going into the last home game of the year, so that doesn't even include the multiple she hit in districts and regionals. So she's well into 20s. I had her last at about 27, and I could be wrong. But that's a lot for a freshman.
That is a lot.
Ball is inside, 1-0 count. And if you'll notice here, Parrish has a tendency to shuffle or run
Gotcha.
into the swing.
It's a whole different stance from fast pitch to slow pitch.
Yeah, Coach Shoemaker demands that of her players. She doesn't even want it to look like a fast pitch stance at all. There's a strike from the pitcher, Courtney Donahoe, junior. Scratch that senior for Wister. 1-1's a count. There's a pitch. That's a rip up the middle from Norfleet. Nearly took the shoulder off of the pitcher. Bates, good aggressive base run, is going to go first to third. So ducks on the pond, as they say here for Navajo. Abby Bates stands at third. Norfleet will stand at first. And another bat with plenty of power is the point guard from the basketball team here, Addison Warren, junior. Will step in. And yeah, I'd say that's a completely different stance. She's 100% relaxed before that pitch is thrown. And we'll call that one a little bit deep on the pitch there, 1-0.
See how Brad just stands at co-ed softball there.
Yeah. Completely bored and indifferent. It's all a scheme. There's another ball inside, 2-0.
But in slow pitch, there are different pitches. It's just kind of, if you're not aware of it, different kind of spins and different stuff. So that's, and what is a slow pitch strike? I mean, it's kind of.
Yeah, that's, a bunch of us think that it should actually be the plate.
Right.
That seems to be the one that everybody can
agree on.
Adapt to,
right.
Yeah. Those are the best pitches, it seems like, but I've seen them called all over the place. So.
Yep.
There's a shot by Addison Warren. That's going to be deep left. Left fielder goes back. That's over.
Wow.
That's out of here. Another 3-run shot here from Addison Warren. And Navajo's on the board with 5 to begin things, and still going.
That is a big hit for a youngster that's not that big. She smoked it.
Yeah, that was a shot there by Addison Warren. There's power up and down this lineup. I'm not sure you're going to see it here, though. This is a slap hitter in fast pitch, and this is going to look like a slap and swing. Conley Holland step in. 5-0 Navajo. 2 outs here in the top of the first. They call that hitting the plate, so 1-0 is the count. I have noticed in past tournaments I've been to and covered, Chad, that the umpires are picky about that pitching. And
you have to adjust to it. You're right.
At least for the girls, they don't have to adjust any wind today. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they're used to
you're right.
the wind.
What a start, 5-0. And
yeah, you want to start the day hot, especially if you're playing on one day. You want to stay hot.
Yep.
Holly steps into it, and that's going to be a fly and a can of corn out to center for out number 3. But nonetheless, Navajo gets 5 to start things off the top of the first. So they'll take the field here. Wister will come to the plate. You're listening to Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
At the Jeff Warren Farmers Agency, they pride themselves on taking the time to get to know you and tailoring a package to your specific needs. Their goal is to understand every part of your life to ensure that you have the right plan, eliminating gaps and overlaps in coverage along the way. Call Jeff at 580-248-5705.
Navajo Athletics supports this radio broadcast of the games through coaches' contributions. Coaches are proud of the young people who participate in school activities.
Original Landscape Creations has been our business for over 30 years now. We're Nance Landscaping Service of Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas. Let us create a landscape for you that you'll enjoy for years to come, and everyone will say wow when they see it. Nance Landscaping, where crafting unique multi-dimensional landscapes is what we do with pride. Call Nance today, 580-477-2474. That's 477-2474. And find them on Facebook.
Back here at the ball fields at Fire Lake, Chad Fox, Brad Gilbert with the call, 5-0 as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Navajo on top of Wister, looking for a hot start as Brad talked about. One-day event, semifinals at 4, finals at 7, and the Navajo Lady Indians on defense for the first time today, Brad.
Well, talking about rattling out some runs at the plate and slow pitch, I know that you covered that Mangum game that Navajo traveled over there and put up 33 that day.
Yeah.
Man.
That was an event that now the wind was blowing, but of course it didn't matter. Everybody had the wind.
Yeah, I was going to say, it didn't shut off at the bottom of that.
No, it was a home run fest.
You know, I'm trying to watch my tongue here. There was a few things defensively for Mangum I was kind of shocked to see that day.
Yeah, they got a team they had to kind of piece together there late. They were kind of scrambling to get the team going as far as even having a team.
Even having numbers.
So it's they were fortunate to play this spring.
On the mound in the circle, there's a grounder by the leadoff that's bobbled by Norfleet at shortstop. It's off the heel. That'll be an error on the first batter here. We'll set the lineup for pitching for Navajo will be Lindsey Moreau, the junior, and behind the plate will be Emery Solis, freshman. Over at first will be Gracie Brooks, senior. Conley Holland at second, junior. Parrish Norfleet, the freshman, at shortstop. It'll be Addison Warren at third. Riley Pennington in left. Abby Bates, the rover. In center will be Avery Ripple, and right will be Maddie Thompson. So strike number 1 here to the second batter from Wister will be Courtney Donahoe. So the rover led off the inning for Wister at Kate Hammonds, senior, with the reaching on error. There's a swing. That's deep. That could be gone. 5-2 is the score as Wister goes yard here. Donahoe, senior pitcher, touches a maul. Landed probably on top of Gracie Brooks' ball out there in left center. But that was a shot. And you count on that from your senior, or your pitcher. 2-hole hitter, and I bet that's not her first one of the year. 5-2 is the score. Navajo still on top here. No outs. Bottom of the first, and Jalen Covey, junior, first baseman, will step in. Ball 1. And the pitch. I'll let that one go as well. I'm going to call that one too far, too deep. Rose sets to deliver the 2-0. That's a strike, 2-1. The umps don't get too animated, or at least this one doesn't. The pitch. That's a strike. Put the pressure on the Wister hitter here as Covey steps in. The 2-2 pitch, and usually with 2 strikes, you almost throw it anywhere they'll swing at it.
Yep.
Ooh, that's gutsy. Full count.
Yeah.
Gutsy did not swing at it. So the full count pitch here to Covey with no outs in the bottom of the first. There's a grounder to third base.
Ooh.
Through the legs of Addison Warren. That's going to be error number 2 here in the first. Covey would be held at first base. So 1 on, no out. 2 errors already here for the Navajo Lady Indians. Defensively need to get it going as Hope Goats, junior shortstop, steps in.
Like a good little time here from the infield.
Yeah, you like to see the meetings called by the players where the coaches don't have to go out.
Right. Just to kind of settle your nerves. It's a state tournament.
Yeah, relax. It's just softball.
It is, yep. All these girls have played a ton of games, so.
Yeah, what? Both teams over 40.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what the slow pitch limit is for OSSAA. And the pitch. Say hit the plate, 1-0 to Goats. Runner at first. Navajo up 5-2 here in bottom of the first inning. No outs though. 2 deep, 2-0. Navajo getting here from the Hydro Eakley Regional as they defeated Minko and Apache Butler.
Boone Apache.
There you go. Boone Apache by 1 run each. So there's a 4-pitch walk there from Moreau. 2 runners on, first and second here, and steps in Jordan McAvee. Freshman, center fielder. I'm going to find that strike zone.
Tied up with 1 swing.
Strike 1 here to McAvee. And the 0-1. They call that one too high.
Too high. Can't go above 12 feet.
Can't go above 12. Of course, the runner doesn't, or the hitter doesn't know. There's a shot out to left field. Pennington goes back on. That's going to be over the wall, and this game's tied. Wow, Chad calls it. Well, Wister didn't come to just roll over. I guarantee it.
Top 10 team, number 7, Navajo number 4. We're tied at 5 in the bottom of the first. Well, we may have a football score here in a little bit.
Yeah, you don't win 30 games without putting up some numbers.
Yep.
In slow pitch especially. So 5-5 is a score. Wister sits with no outs. So errors proving costly here. Moreau set to deliver the 0-0 pitch. Strike 1. And I just can't get over how nice of a day it is.
It is just perfect.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yep.
There's a shot to shortstop. Gloved by Parrish Norfleet for out number 1. Line drive off the bat of Pierce. McKenna Pierce, the senior right fielder, for out number 1.
That's what Navajo needed. Get that first out.
You betcha. F6 on the putout. It's going to bring up Hattie Pate, freshman left fielder. 1 out, nobody on. The 0-0 pitch is a strike. Moreau finding her pace here in the little rhythm in the strike zone. That's good. After a 4-pitch walk, she's thrown in 3. I had to make that 4. That's a 0-2 now to Pate. She'll be heavily inspired to swing at the next few, I guarantee it. That one's pretty high. That one's not caught over 12 feet. Fly into center field. That's going to fall in between and in front of Bates and Ripple for a base hit by Pate on the 0-2. And stepping in will be Reagan Roth, freshman second base. 1 on, 1 out, 5-5. Pitch, strike 1.
Oh, the umpires. They know everybody's waiting on their call.
Yeah. Well, I came to see them, Chad.
Exactly.
The 0-1, that's off the end of the bat. It's not going to spin in. It's 0-2 now on a somewhat disappointing swing if you're a Wister fan, for sure.
So foul ball here is an out.
That's a big difference in slow pitch.
Yeah.
Well, if not, you have a bunch of kids trying to wrap it around that foul pole over there all day long. There's a shot to the middle and gloved by Moreau for out number 2 as it was weakly lined off the handle for F1, put out for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here with 1 on. 5-5, and Navajo's trying to work out of this as Kinley Branscombe, sophomore third baseman, steps in. Pitch by Moreau. Strike 1. Boy, she's found a rhythm.
Yep.
6 or 7 straight there in the strike zone. That's good news for Navajo. Yeah, strike number 2. I think Wister's game plan is to be patient. But, well, I don't know if I'd advise that. Put yourself down to 1 swing. The 0-2. And that's directly coming from Coach Shoemaker. She wants it high and deep if she can get it on that 0-2 count. And the swing, that was pulled foul. That's going to be out number 3. So Navajo works out of it after giving up 5. It's 5-5. You're listening to Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
JP's Backhoe Service provides all backhoe services, including septic tank installation and all other backhoe services. For general backhoe service, call JP Brooks at 580-471-2468.
Original Landscape Creations has been our business for over 30 years now. We're Nance Landscaping Service of Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas. Let us create a landscape for you that you'll enjoy for years to come, and everyone will say wow when they see it. Nance Landscaping, where crafting unique multi-dimensional landscapes is what we do with pride. Call Nance today, 580-477-2474. That's 477-2474. And find them on Facebook.
Keep your lawn protected from weeds by having it sprayed every spring. That's the smart thing to do. And having Willie Holland do the job is smart too. Holland's Lawn and Pest is trusted by folks in the Altus area to get the job done right. Don't wait. Get your job scheduled now by calling Holland's Lawn and Pest at 480-1990. When you talk to Willie, ask about the annual lawn package that includes 5 visits to your lawn. Holland's Lawn and Pest in Altus. Phone 480-1990.
You are listening to...
Welcome back, Chad Fox and Brad Gilbert to state tournament here at Slow Pitch Tournament Fire Lake Ball Fields in Shawnee. Top of the second, Brad. We're tied at 5.
Tied at 5. Wouldn't have it any other way. Wister come to swing the bats, and Navajo did too. And then stepping in would be Maddie Thompson, the right fielder. The second senior for Navajo Lady Indians. It's going to be inside for ball number 1. We can always pick out the proud mamas. They're the ones standing up, holding their cell phones up.
That's right.
Filming. The 1-0 pitch. It's going to be a strike, 1-1.
Brad, the smell of grease is in the air, man. I tell you what.
That's how you sell items at a ballpark, boy. You get those grills, you get those fumes blowing around here.
Hungry.
The lines will get long quick.
That's right.
Pitch is inside, 2-1.
One of the early games here, first games today at 10 o'clock, and so there's all kinds of sets of fans waiting for their team to be played, so we got a great crowd here.
That's a rip by Maddie Thompson over the third baseman's head, so she's on one runner on here, nobody out, and be the 10th batter. Indeed, it'd be the 10th batter pitcher, Lindsey Moreau, the junior. And Chad might enter and outer fact boy might be showing here, but I think I smell funnel cake.
So not only the smell of grease, you got it pinpointed down.
That smells like state tournaments at the big house whenever I was growing up.
There you go. There you go. Good stuff.
My mom probably never should have introduced me to one of those. Ooh, strike 1. Looked like it was a little inside.
Smidge, maybe.
Moreau to receive the 0-1 pitch. Maddie Thompson stands at first, and Riley Pennington back at the top of the order on the deck. There's a shot by Moreau, and that's going to keep the line moving here as Thompson gets to second to beat the throw. He got 2 runners on here for Pennington stepping in, and I know Riley here toward the end of the year went on a 5 home run out of 10 at-bat streak, so she's got the power as well.
A runner for the pitcher.
Yeah, we have a courtesy run here. 0 will be Brooklyn. And I will have her last name in just a second. It has eluded me.
Too many funnel cakes.
Hey, watch out.
Tied at 5 here, bottom of the second. Top of the second.
Yeah, Brooklyn midfield is a courtesy runner from Moreau. So nobody on, or nobody out rather, 2 on. Pennington steps in. This will be 1-0 count to Pennington. Courtney Donahoe rather, pitching for Wister. Hit the plate, 2-0 to Pennington. And a little swing of that flag, just a tiny breeze out to left. It's going to help the Lady Indians pull hitters anyway. That's strike 1. That looked a little inside. But
gotta adjust.
I promise he has a better view than I do. I'm not saying he makes better calls than I do, but he does have a better view. Evans inside, 3-1. We'll have to wait a couple of seconds before we get any indication. That's only if it's a strike. So the 3-1 here to Pennington. And fast pitch, you dig in a little extra on the 3-1. And that one hits the plate. Bases loaded here for freshman Avery Ripple.
Nobody out.
Nobody out. So the Lady Indians are in business here. And I would have to say and we got a timeout on the field. Coach is going to talk about it just a little bit, maybe inspire a pitcher. You're listening to Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Amsco Steel Products at 1101 South Main in Altus has been providing all your sheet metal supplies for many years. You can count on Amsco for rebar, C-purlin, and sheet metal in all your popular colors. But you can also count on Amsco for all your welding supplies too, including oxygen and acetylene. Yep, when you need sheet metal or welding supplies, just head to Amsco Steel in Altus.
Back with you live here at Fire Lake Fields, just outside Shawnee, for first round action of the state tournament. And all the rounds will be played today. This Navajo Lady Indians versus Wister, 5-5, 3 runners on, nobody out, and Avery Ripple at the plate. And the first pitch, Ripple's going to let that one fly deep. It's 1-0. Well, there was times in the basketball season we'd finish the games with 3 freshmen on the floor, and just like Coach Shoemaker says, huge impact that they've made. There's a chop grounder to third base. Going to get home for 1. Going to get the lead runner, Maddie Thompson, for out number 1. That was off the handle from Ripple. So no score will be added. As Thompson's gunned down at home. Good play there by third baseman from Wister. And stepping in is Gracie Brooks, who hit the 2-run shot to start things off there for Navajo in the first inning. We'll see if she can do it again. They're going to call that one a strike. That looked a little bit more than 12 feet to me. And I think Coach Shoemaker's voicing her opinion down there as well. 0-1 count here to Brooks. That one's ripped into center. It's going to fall in front of the center fielder. So Navajo's going to plate 1. So they're going to send a second one home. The throw comes home not in time as Pennington crosses. And Ripple's going to backtrack to second. So Navajo gets 2. It's 7-5.
Good job base running. Yep.
Yeah, excellent aggressive base running there by Navajo. Coach Shoemaker's good at that. She'll send them. Force those throws. Stepping in will be Emery Solis with 2 on and 1 out. Navajo takes a 2-run lead, 7-5 on the shot off the end of the bat there by Brooks up the middle for her 4th RBI already. First pitch to Solis is on its way. She disapproves of it. Lets it go for ball 1. Abby Bates steps on deck. Donahoe releases. There's a shot off the glove of the pitcher. Donahoe. Ripple's going to be sent home with all that speed that gets underneath the glove of the left fielder, or rover rather. But she gathers it before Brooks can advance. So Solis' shot off the glove, base hit. If she hadn't gloved, it would have been a base hit anyway up the middle, but she redirected it behind the shortstop, who was headed up the middle to cut it off. We got a courtesy runner coming for the catcher. It'll be Lexi Little. Number 6 take the place. So Gracie Brooks at second, Lexi Little at first, and Abby Bates steps in. 8-5. Now the score. So Bates going to step in here. Flag is back to dripping wet.
Yep.
No complaints from me. Abby's going to let that first one go. It's a little deep. Ball 1.
Just one away. Couple of base runners can keep this going here.
Yeah, I got some power coming here in succession. Bates runs into it, into left center. It's going to get into the gap underneath the gloves. It looked like it hit a wet patch out there. Brooks is going to score. Lexi Little gets to third. Cut off there by the shortstop. It's going to hold him at second, third. Bates with the double. Plates another one. And Navajo goes up 9-5. With Little at third, Bates at second, and Paris Norfleet, the freshman, will step in. A few words of encouragement as Coach Shoemaker tells her that wall out there, hit it past that wall, over that wall.
Over the yellow top part of the fence.
Hey, keep it simple when you can, you know. Abe Lemons from UCO used to say stay to the left and get back as quick as you can when they made him coach track. I don't know how you can get any simpler than that.
Run fast, turn left, yep.
Yeah. So just hit it over. She steps up. She's going to let that one go.
Torqued up, though, didn't she?
Yeah. She's kind of fun to watch there. She gets in the back of the box and shuffles into it and almost Happy Gilmore's it.
Yep.
So strike 1 to Norfleet. She didn't want to swing at that one. And the pitch. A little deep there for Norfleet. She almost pulled the trigger. I've talked to Bo Allen, a friend of mine, was umping a game in districts, and Norfleet hit one to right center against the wind. That one's a shot foul. Really deep. Wow, that's way out there. Yeah, and I was just about to say, she hit one to right center against the wind over the batting cages of the boys' baseball facility behind their fence. It was he says the hardest hit ball he's seen in slow pitch from any girl in years. He's been the umpire for years. And I tend to agree. I was there to see it too. Well, you're talking against the wind. If you can clip it with a little backspin, it'll ride. Norfleet steps in 1-2 the count. 9-5 the score, 2 on. I'm going to call that one a little deep. Risky. Coach Shoemaker implores her to settle down a little bit. She's getting a little bit of happy feet in there. And the 2-2 pitch is a shot. That is so far over that center field wall. Excellent. Good coaching there by Coach Shoemaker as Paris Norfleet gets her first of the day, a 3-run shot.
She just has so much power.
Yeah, she got a ton of power. And Abby Bates had stopped at shortstop to wait on her to turn second so she could yell out her encouragement, but I was glad that Abby remembered she can't let her pass her. But Norfleet plates 3 here. It's 12-5, and Navajo puts a 7 spot up so far. Got 1 out, and Addison Warren steps in with the bases cleared. So you like to see the hot bats when you get to this point in the season, and Navajo's staying with it here. Boy, Norfleet can just hammer. The 0-0 pitch to Warren. She's going to let it go. Strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch. Little outside, 1-1.
12-5. Wow, Navajo on top.
There's a shot by Addison Warren, be foul. So 1-2 the count here to Warren. And Chad, you got some excitement coming up here the rest of the week. Got regional action, don't you?
Yeah, busy day tomorrow. We got Mangum's at Calera. Scott and Chad Augustine going to be there. I'm going to be at Christian Heritage, Hobart Bearcats in action. So, yep, busy day. Hopefully weather continues.
Did you say Scott and Chad Augustine? They're 2 of my favorites. I did some coaching. My son was growing up in Little League there, and we spent a couple summers driving over to played with Mangum. And
Yep.
he and I got to
guys.
coach together, and he's a good guy.
Yep.
We've been friends now since then, and he still calls me coach, and I don't know why. The 2-2 here to Warren. The shot up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. The Rover's been a busy girl out there for Wister. Warren stands down at first, and Conley Holland will walk to the left side of the plate and take her spot in the box here with 1 out, 12-5.
A little bit of a limp, maybe?
From Holland?
Yeah, I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, she too young for a pimp limp. The slap hitter nearly steps into it. Be hitting the plate. 1-0's the count. A little frustration, body language maybe on the Wister pitcher. Boy, you know, it's a fine line when you're tossing a lob in there like it's a carnival game.
Right.
Ball inside, 2-0. Here in the top of the second inning. Navajo's hung 12 up, and they've got 1 out still in business here. See if they can keep the line moving.
Ooh.
Not sure what the problem is there, but 3-0 count here to Holland. And the pitch. Strike 1. 3-1 count here to Holland, who missed most of the fast pitch season, letting a shoulder situation heal up. But she's gone back to throwing bullpens. I think she'll be just fine. Ball 4. Holland's going to trot down to first with a free pass. Going to push Warren over to second, so 2 on, 1 out for Maddie Thompson, the right fielder. Got 3 officials out here as they direct their traffic. Thompson chokes up about 1 inch on the bat. And that's a pretty bat. I've never said that to a baseball player before, but there's a shot by Thompson. It's going to carry. It's going to fall in front of the Rover. She goes to the knee to pick it up. Warren head to home. She's safe. Ball's overthrown. It caroms back to the pitcher off the screen. The runners advance. Maddie Thompson stands at second on the nice base hit that lands just in front of the Rover. She tried to go down and make a play on it, but couldn't do it. But the relay from the cutoff went to the screen. Plates the run 13-5.
Keep attacking here, and I tell you what, you want them to have 1 bad inning at the plate, and then you can kind of sail there. But I tell you what, that Navajo Indian offense is come to play today.
Yeah, they take great pride in that offense, especially here slow pitch. And why wouldn't you?
Yep.
You know, my brother once said he used to coach this team before he headed to Mangum. You know, if the big debate of whether you play slow pitch or fast pitch, he said, hey, it doesn't matter what it is. If they're going to award a trophy at the end, we're going to go for it.
That's right.
So work toward that, and we'll see what we got. 13-5 here for Navajo. Runners at first, or at second, third rather. Thompson stands at second. There's a shot by Moreau into left field. Left fielder goes back, catches it. Tagging is Conley Holland. She's going to come in to score. Thompson's going to be forced to stay at second. So 2 outs now, 14-5. Navajo is crossing the plate with great frequency, and here comes Riley Pennington back to the top of the order.
Left fielder made that look easy. I tell you what, I don't know if you realize how hard that was with the sun.
That looked like it was right at the wrong height.
It was, but yeah, she made that catch. But another run in.
You know, it was just short of the wall. It may have actually hit the base of the wall if it wasn't
right.
caught. So it's a good shot there by Moreau. Pennington steps in. The no count pitch to Pennington. She's going to be picky, let it go for strike 1. As she says it's the bat's fault, she's going to switch out bats here for a much shinier new version. The 0-1 pitch on its way here. Checking signal, see if she wants to split finger or not. She releases. Pennington turns that one down as well. 1-1 now the count. Thompson to second, 2 outs here, 14-5. Shot by Pennington, that could be out of here. Left fielder goes back,
Holy
it is over the
smokes.
wall. Pennington with a bomb over the elevated wall out there in left center just as it gets tall out there. That's a 2-run shot. 5, Navajo on top. And Pennington all smiles as she jumps on home plate. She and Maddie Thompson cross. The bases are empty, and Avery Ripple will come to the plate with Gracie Brooks on deck. See if Avery can keep the line moving here.
There's not a break in the lineup, is there?
No.
Really good bats.
And what you might consider a break is a whole ton of speed, and they can still hit some shots. May not be the power, but no, there's not really any weakness in this lineup. Oh, that could be out of here. Rimple sends one to left. It's out of here. It's out of here. The freshman led off things with a grounder to start this inning off the handle. She didn't like that. If she trots around third base, she'll score 17-5.
We've seen them score 33 in a game, and they're at 17, and folks were in the top of the second.
Top of the second with 2 outs. This is the third time through the lineup here. Gracie Brooks will step in, and now we get to the power.
So good luck.
Yeah. Gracie 2 for 2. She's got one hammer already over the left center field wall and a base hit up the middle. Like to see that from senior.
Got a box of softballs around here, maybe. We got to make sure we keep the blue loaded up.
You know, this place is fenced off. I don't know if parents are going to be able to get out there and track those balls down. That's a shot. That's gone. I'm not even going to describe it. That's so far out of here. Good shot by Gracie Brooks, and it's 18-5. And Wister's still trying to end the top of the second here. Brooks is going to touch them all. And her dugout comes to congratulate her. That's shot number 2 from Brooks. You know, and as the infield kind of gathers here to console the pitcher, well, I mean, what do you say? It's slow pitch. It's
right.
slow pitch.
Yeah, if you're a pitcher, you really have to be mentally strong because it's not really your fault.
You know, a quick little story that a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago now, we was in the semifinals. I say we. Navajo was in the semifinals against, I believe it was Rattan. And I don't know if it was the coach's daughter that was pitching or not, but he was giving her the business for most of that game. And I've kind of felt, you know, put myself in her place. I don't know, but you just turn over there and shrug. It's slow pitch. I mean,
right.
What do I do?
Yeah, the rules are I got to have to lob this up here. So there you go.
Emery Solis, freshman, will now step in. She's got plenty of power. 18-5. But you're right, Chad. Whenever this inning does finish, you go out there, and if you can play some defense and hold down without scoring them, it will really kind of demoralize it. Yeah.
Yep.
You start flirting with run rules. That's a shot. That's out of here. Emery Solis, that's 5 in a row. 4 in a row.
Oh, my goodness.
4 in a row, and Moreau nearly hit one out when she hit the left. It was caught for out number 2, but Solis is going to jog around and trot them all.
She's a freshman. Good grief.
And
well, there you go, Southwest Oklahoma. Look out for Navajo.
Yeah, they're going to hit the bombs for years. And they got a couple 8th graders. I'm proud to say mine's one of them, and she's going to join that group.
Cool.
It's all smiles on the red side of things, the third base side of things. Still 2 outs here, and Abby Bates is stepping in. We'll see if she can make it 5 in a row. Who has a shot by Solis, man. Has that familiar barrel sound. And she nearly ran into that one. That'll be strike 1. Looked like Kyler Murray out there trying to escape a sack. And some happy feet back there. She'll lean into that one. That's going to be a chopping grounder to shortstop. It was hit well. For out number 3 is just in time. Bates goes to the ground, slipping on the grass. That's out number 3. Navajo gets 19. In the top of the second, you're listening to Classic Hits 97.7 and LKSports.tv.
Farm and trucks to the car that you drive. Brewers Discount Auto Supply. Hard to find parts, we've got what you want. We're the one stop to meet all your needs. Put you on the road or back in the field with service you can't beat. Farm and trucks to the car that you drive. Brewers Discount Auto Supply.
When you want your vehicle detailed right, you want Justin Pennington's Double J Detail Shop to do the job right. Double J Detail is located at 1910 East Broadway in Altus. Justin says go Lady Navajo softball team in the state tournament. Call Justin when you need a detail. 580-471-7112.
Back here at Shawnee, Oklahoma, Chad Fox and Brad Gilbert, 19-5. Bottom of the second we go. Wister up to bat. Navajo Lady Indians have just torched Wister here at the plate. And Wister's turn here in the bottom of the second, though. They're trailing 19-5.
Navajo brought their power up here. They got 6 home runs on the day. Bottom of the second here. First pitch to number 7. Back at the top of the order, I'm sorry, excuse me, wrong side. Trinity McCoy here, the 10th batter. So at the bottom of the order, the catcher for Wister. The strike is the call. And that was the second pitch, right? They just got 1 on the board. Grounder to third base, gloved by Warren. She stabs it over to first in time for out number 1. Nice play. A little rangy there from Warren in the hole.
That was a nice play on the move to her left. 19-5 lead for Navajo.
I have to ask her after the game if that was really intentional. I know she went over there to catch it, but
kind of woke up.
I think she was as surprised as a couple of others, but nice play by Warren there for out number 1. There's a shot. It's going to be too high as Ripple's going to come in and make out number 2, and that's not good news if you're a Wister fan for 2 quick outs after allowing 19 and 2 innings here from Navajo. Sitting on 5, Wister needs to get something going. This will be the pitcher, Courtney Donahoe, who hit one out her first time up.
Yeah, in slow pitch, you can definitely score in bunches, so Wister is going to get something going.
You know, and it's hard in sports. This competition is, softball that you're used to having to come back for some comeback wins, but being down 19-5 is really, you get plenty of time as well to come back.
Sure.
There's no drop-dead time limit for this. You're talking about softballs, Chad. I see a whole bunch of kids over here outside that I guess have tracked down some of these home run balls, and it's overflowing their basket. 1-1 to count here to Donahoe. Want to switch balls.
Go in the trophy case.
There might be some puddles back there we're landing in.
Yep.
There's a nice 3-fountain lake over here to our left. It's a nice water feature at this park. Makes it pretty. It's not quite getting to there, but we'll see what happens if the wind picks up.
Navajo goes on to win. They'll play at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
There's a shot up the middle. It's going to fall in front of Bates. Just a single for Donahoe this time, but she keeps the line moving. It's coming up Jalen Covey, the junior first baseman. And that wind did pick up, Chad. That breeze straight out to left. So Covey steps in. Ball 1.
Nope.
No, strike 1. All right.
Tell you what, it is completely up to the blue.
Yeah. Looked like it's in the box over here. There's a shot to right for a foul ball off the pole. It's going to kick back in, but that's not fair. So 0-2 count here to Covey. Donahoe stands at first, got 2 outs here. And Navajo try to go in and add to that 19. Have to start discussing run rules if they get out of this inning without even much up. And Chad, it's 6 innings, is that correct? For slow pitch?
Well,
or is it 7?
Well, it is 7, but yeah, they can run rule. I think you have to get through 5.
I think it's 15. Oh, really? Get through 5? Okay.
Yeah, I could be wrong. Maybe it's 12 after 4. We'll have to look that up. We should know that.
Yeah, I think it's 15 after 4,
Gotcha.
10 after 3, or 10 after 5, maybe. So it's better I just don't guess. We just find out. 2 runners on. It's a base hit there by Covey. She hits it between first and second.
Oh, shoot.
For a base hit. Keeps the line moving. She stands at first. Donahoe's down at second. 2 outs here, and Goats, the junior shortstop, will step in. She'll let the first pitch go. It's a little deep for ball 1. The wind seems to be whipping straight away center field now. Not too strong, but a little helping breeze here for the hitters. Strike one. You know, as far as mechanics and technique, this Mike could save himself some grief if he'd give a little quicker signal on that strike. Too deep, he says, for the 1-1 count. So 2-1 now to Goats. And the pitch. Too deep. 3-1. See if Monroe can keep the free pass from happening. 3-1 pitch on its way. There's a shot down the line. It's going to be fair. Down the chalk. Pennington goes and scoops it up. Throw to third. She'll hold the runners first and second, but Donahoe does cross. So 19-6. Wister adds another one. 19-6. Navajo on top. 2 runners on, 2 out. Stepping in will be Jordan McAvee, a freshman center fielder. First pitch to McAvee. Called a little bit deep. He even put his fingers to indicate a little bit. Nice pitch there from Monroe. That's going to be a strike. 1-1 to count. Runners at first and second. 2 out. Bottom of the second inning. There's a shot right into the glove of the waiting there of Addison Warren at third base for out number 3. So Navajo ends the threat. Wister gets 1. It's 19-6. At the end of 2, we'll head to the top of the third. You're listening to 97.7 Classic Hits and oksports.tv.
At the Jeff Warren Farmers Agency, they pride themselves on taking the time to get to know you and tailoring a package to your specific needs. Their goal is to understand every part of your life to ensure that you have the right plan, eliminating gaps and overlaps in coverage along the way. Call Jeff at 580-248-5705.
JP's Backhoe Service provides all backhoe services, including septic tank installation and all other backhoe services. For general backhoe service, call JP Brooks at 580-471-2468.
Original Landscape Creations has been our business for over 30 years now. We're Nance Landscaping Service of Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas. Let us create a landscape for you that you'll enjoy for years to come, and everyone will say wow when they see it. Nance Landscaping, where crafting unique multi-dimensional landscapes is what we do with pride. Call Nance today, 580-477-2474. That's 477-2474. And find them on Facebook.
Back here at Shawnee, Chad Fox and Brad Gilbert. Go to the top of the third, 19-6. Navajo on top of Wister. Quarterfinals, Class 3A slow pitch softball tournament. Brad.
Just win, baby. Got to win in advance. Paris Norfleet steps in, freshman, and it's kind of tough to consider her freshman. She's got almost senior level experience. She's been on the court and on the field. It's hard to get her out of the lineup. First pitch to Norfleet. She almost walks into it. Ball outside. 1-0. Norfleet with a bomb already. And I mean a bomb. See if she can get another one here. A little deep. But as far as noise goes, I think some of these fields might be hearing the bats of Navajo rattle around. That's what you're going to get. You're going to face this power up and down this lineup. Girls can swing the stick. She's going to step into that, and that's gone. 20-6. That one had a little top spin on it. It almost caught the top of the wall, but it was a shot. Inside, off the plate. Actually, it was in her first base box, but she didn't mind moving her feet and opening up on that one. That's 2 for Paris. 20-6. The freshman can hammer. Boy, she's a good basketball player, too. What we consider pretty raw, young, you know, but she doesn't mind going in there and drawing that contact. Addison Warren will step in now. 20-6. Nobody out. Top of the third. Plate. So 1-0 to War. I want to thank all the sponsors here for chipping in. I know it was last minute to put this on the air, and boy, they came through in shining fashion, as I understand.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we do thank all of them. Navajo's got a great support base. So, yeah, I'm glad to be here and be able to bring you this on Classic Hits 97.7 back home.
Yeah, it is pretty wonderful little community without a community. we gather around and support these kids for sure, and they reward us for hanging a 20 spot, Chad, in a little over 2 innings here. Well, I guess without an out recorder, this can be 2 official on the books. The 3-0 to Warren hit the plate. So 4-pitch walk after the home run. Addison Warren will trot down to first. She's safe on the free pass. Conley Holland will step in. We're going to have a coach's break. Maybe a pitching change. I don't know. Realistic Classic Hits 97.7. Come back with us here, oksports.tv.
Keep your lawn protected from weeds by having it sprayed every spring. That's the smart thing to do. And having Willie Holland do the job is smart, too. Holland's Lawn and Pest is trusted by folks in the Altus area to get the job done right. Don't wait. Get your job scheduled now by calling Holland's Lawn and Pest at 480-1990. When you talk to Willie, ask about the annual lawn package that includes 5 visits to your lawn. Holland's Lawn and Pest in Altus. Phone 480-1990.
All right, back with you here at Fire Lake Casino. We do thank Willie Holland. And the first pitch to Conley Holland. Nice timing on that.
How about that?
You bet. It's going to be ball 1 to Conley. And I always wonder about those meetings at the mound, from coach during the slow pitch. I know what they are in baseball. You go out there and kind of try to distract the kid and talk about TV tonight or something like that. Something other than the pressure that's going on. But in slow pitch,
right.
It is
what it is.
Hey, throw the ball over the plate. So Conley Holland in with the 1-1 count. The shot is going to be popped up fairly deep. Rover settles under it and catches it for out number 1. Holland retired, and that is pretty much an anomaly from her as a slap hitter. She doesn't elevate him much. But Maddie Thompson will step in, the senior. 1 out, 1 on as Warren stands down there at first base. Maddie Thompson try to keep the line moving here for Lindsay Moreau on deck. Win a little breeze to left. Strike 1.
20-6.
Hung at 20. Announcer presence with authority. And boys, I look around this facility, there are people everywhere now.
Yeah.
They've had their breakfast and they've arrived at the park. There's a floater into left field, left center rather. Rover settles under that one off the end of the bat from Thompson. Not what she wanted, but Moreau steps in with 2 outs, 1 on, 20-6. Navajo's got 1 this inning from Norfleet over the wall, her second of the morning. Almost said afternoon, we're not quite there. Strike 1 to Moreau.
Again, you win this one, play at 4 o'clock in the semifinals, and the finals would be the nightcap at 7 o'clock this evening.
In prime time as Moreau gets on top of that one, chops it. Out number 3 is a 4-3 put out. So Navajo just plates 1 that inning, but expands the lead 20-6. Back on top by 14, you're listening to Classic Hits 97.7 and oksports.tv.
Navajo Athletics supports this radio broadcast of the games through coaches' contributions. Coaches are proud of the young people who participate in school activities.
Amsco Steel Products at 1101 South Main in Altus has been providing all your sheet metal supplies for many years. You can count on Amsco for rebar, C-purlin, and sheet metal in all your popular colors. But you can also count on Amsco for all your welding supplies too, including oxygen and acetylene. Yep, when you need sheet metal or welding supplies, just head to Amsco Steel in Altus.
Farm and trucks to the car that you drive. Brewers Discount Auto Supply. Hard to find parts, we've got what you want. We're the one stop to meet all your needs. Put you on the road or back in the field with service you can't beat. Farm and trucks to the car that you drive. Brewers Discount Auto Supply.
Chad Fox and Brad Gilbert back here at Shawnee. 20 for Navajo, 6 for Wister. Lady Wildcats up to bat now here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Let's see your number. It looks like number 0. It's going to be McKenna Pierce. The senior right fielder steps in 20-6. It's going to be inside for ball number 1. You know, something else a little bit different is when I talk to umpires, they're kind of curious as to why the catchers are all wearing full gear and squatted down.
Right.
And they're just kind of used to that, I guess. But they would prefer if they would stand up right next to them. There's a shot. Norfleet will glove that one. It shortstop, so, boy, that's deflating if you're Wister. They've had about 3 or 4 of those that have just been absolute shots right in the chest of a defender. So 1 out as Norfleet records the F6 putout. And this will be Hattie Pate, left fielder, freshman. 2 deep is the call for ball 1. Plenty of space around this park for teams to warm up, extra parks to use. Nice facility. We've played several travel ball tournaments here. Nice facility. There's a shot just out of the outreach glove of Warren. It's going to be a base hit by Pate. So the freshman moves the line to Reagan Roth, another freshman, second base. 20-6 is your score. 1 out, bottom of the 3rd.
And your Navajo Lady Indians on top.
Strike 1. Here to Roth. Winds picked up a little bit more, blowing out on here. Field number 3. Here's a shot to second base, glove by Holland to Norfleet. And the low throw over to first base, trying to turn the 2. They do get the lead runner on the 4-6 putout. Couldn't complete the double play. I think she had time, but it bounced into the first baseman. Gracie Brooks goes to the wall, but it was backed up nicely. So 2 outs on the 4-6 putout. Fielder's choice, rather. First pitch here to Kenley Branscombe. Sophomore, third baseman. Count 1-0. And the pitch. See right. 1-1 count. The Lady Indians have showed plenty of power so far. Like 7 home runs on the day. And now you add in a little breeze blowing out here on field 3. That ball's on the left-hander's batter's box for ball 2. It's 2-1.
Later in the day, though, of course, it's Oklahoma, so things could change.
You bet.
Later this afternoon.
There's a strike. 2-2 the count. Two outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a swing and gloved off the end of the glove of Moreau as Ripple goes diving in front of Bates. But Bates comes up with it, holds the runner at second. 2 runners on, 2 out. And stepping in will be Trinity McCoy at the bottom of the lineup, freshman catcher. The flag goes back to hanging. We're going to have that throughout the day, I guess.
Yep.
Yesterday was supposed to have been 20 miles an hour wind. Today is supposed to be 5 to 10. Easily handle that. Strike 1 here to Trinity.
26 total runs. Navajo has 20.
Strike is the call. 1-1 to the Wister catcher. Let's see, that puts Wister with both boys and girls in state. Navajo with both boys and girls. Tushka with both boys and girls. Hadn't thought of who else fits that. Probably Roth.
State.
There's a shot up the middle, and Ripple comes in with a sliding catch to record out number 3. So 20-6 is your score. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Navajo will come to the plate. You're listening to Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
When you want your vehicle detailed right, you want Justin Pennington's Double J Detail Shop to do the job right. Double J Detail is located at 1910 East Broadway in Altus. Justin says go Lady Navajo softball team in the state tournament. Call Justin when you need a detail. 580-471-7112.
At the Jeff Warren Farmers Agency, they pride themselves on taking the time to get to know you and tailoring a package to your specific needs. Their goal is to understand every part of your life to ensure that you have the right plan, eliminating gaps and overlaps in coverage along the way. Call Jeff at 580-248-5705.
JP's Backhoe Service provides all backhoe services, including septic tank installation and all other backhoe services. For general backhoe service, call JP Brooks at 580-471-2468.
Back here, Shawnee, Chad Fox, and Brad Gilbert. Classic Hits 97.7 OKSports.tv, Facebook, and YouTube. On the Magnum Tiger TV channel, but on the Classic Hits 97.7 Facebook page. Got game on the radio for you back home. 20 for Navajo, 6 for Wister. We're in the top of the fourth, Brad.
And you mentioned the 4 o'clock game. If Navajo can hold on to survive here and play that 4 o'clock semifinal, they'll be playing the winner of Calera and Ripley. And they're scheduled for the 11:30 contest following this one. So
they are up next.
Strike one here to Riley Pennington. Top of the order here for Navajo. Pennington with a home run in her last at bat. That's lifted in left behind shortstop. She goes into the sun and comes down with it for out number 1 as Pennington got underneath that one, hit that one on the handle. Pop up for out number 1. F6 on the put out, and that's going to be Avery Ripple's going to step in. She has a home run in her last at bat.
Who doesn't have a home run?
I don't want to go down that list like it's a bad thing, but you're right. There's 7 for Navajo already. Ripple grounds to shortstop. It's going to be tough to throw her out. She's already safe. Well, nice play there by the shortstop to stab it. But
they had to shift on Brad, but still able to hustle that out. So, again, good effort.
Boy, Ripple can flat run the bases. Gracie Brooks step in. Of course, she's got a home run as well. They're going to put her on, even though there's a runner at first. They're going to put 2 on here to bring up Emery Solis, who has a home run. So I'm not sure what the plan is here.
Maybe they just said, "Hey, freshman, we'll just take a chance.
Take a chance here on the 3 or the 2 run." But Solis, maybe they can try to induce a ground ball here to double her up. But she'll step in. Hey, probably not ever a bad decision to not throw to Gracie Brooks, no matter the situation. Give her the Barry Bonds treatment. Nobody on or bases loaded. Either way.
Yep.
So Solis will step in here, and the no-count pitch to her. Oh, no.
Missed it.
Chopper to pitcher to shortstop to first. We called her safe. And the runner continues. Ripple's going to continue around. She scores. Boy, I disagree with that call, but 21-6 now. Navajo on top as Ripple scores from second.
Yeah, all you Wister fans, that probably shouldn't have been an out, but it has been that kind of day.
Yeah, it seems like most things go against you when you have the brakes going against you, but Solis with the chopper to first. Pitcher turns around to shortstop. The throw was a little behind her, but she did recover to catch it and throw it to first, I thought, in time. But nonetheless, 2 outs now. Abby Bates will step in. So the strategy seemed to have worked for the coach to walk Gracie Brooks. 21-6. And Bates rips one to short. That's going to be a 1 bounce, carry him off the heel of the glove. Boy, tough to handle that with top spin. So deflects out into left center, and the line keeps moving as Lexi Little, the courtesy runner for Solis, stands at second. And Abby Bates at first. And, here comes that girl again. Parrish Norfleet. Parrish with 2 shots over the wall today.
Kind of get the feeling she might be able to Babe Ruth at point maybe somewhere and just jack it.
I got to think that puts her over 30 for the year, and I got to tell you, I'm impressed by that for a freshman.
Yeah.
So 1-0 the count here to Norfleet. 2 runners on, 2 out.
Put her on.
They're going to put her on. Yeah, they're going to load the bases here for Addison Warren. You don't lose a whole lot of power, I guess a little bit, but boy, it's pick your poison here for Wister at this point.
Any base, but yeah, you're right.
So 2 outs, bases loaded. Lexi Little at third, Abby Bates at second, Norfleet at first, and Addison Warren steps in.
Gonna move the rover around.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to shift, put one between third and short, but just back there on the grass. They're looking for Warren to be an exclusive pull hitter. Center field's vacant. Right field does slide over a little bit, but the wind's blowing against any shot to right. Pitch to Warren hits the plate. And the walk will keep the line moving as well. 21-6 is your top of the 4th score with 2 outs. And the 1-0 pitch. There's a shot by Warren. It's going to be glove right into the sun. Nonetheless, F7 is going to end the threat here in the top of the fourth. 21-6, Navajo for 2 consecutive innings just gets one. You're listening to Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Original Landscape Creations has been our business for over 30 years now. We're Nance Landscaping Service of Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas. Let us create a landscape for you that you'll enjoy for years to come, and everyone will say wow when they see it. Nance Landscaping, where crafting unique multi-dimensional landscapes is what we do with pride. Call Nance today, 580-477-2474. That's 477-2474. And find them on Facebook.
Keep your lawn protected from weeds by having it sprayed every spring. That's the smart thing to do. And having Willie Holland do the job is smart too. Holland's Lawn and Pest is trusted by folks in the Altus area to get the job done right. Don't wait. Get your job scheduled now by calling Holland's Lawn and Pest at 480-1990. When you talk to Willie, ask about the annual lawn package that includes 5 visits to your lawn. Holland's Lawn and Pest in Altus. Phone 480-1990.
Chad Fox, Brad Gilbert back here. Shawnee, Ball Fields, Fire Lake. It's 21-6, Navajo on top of Wister. Brad, bottom of the fourth we go. Wister up
top
the
of the lineup here for the Wister Lady Wildcats. Kate Hammonds, the senior rover, is going to step in. And Chad, I've never really discussed your political beliefs with you, and I'm not going to start now, but I'll just say, looking around this field, it's good to see the bleachers are packed. Fans are back out at the ballpark.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, I think
in my opinion.
Yep, no, I agree.
Be a 2-0 pitch as hits the plate. 2-0 the count here to Hammonds, leadoff hitter for Wister. She's going to step into one. Chopper to second base. Honlin stays down on it. Throw over to first base in time.
Good effort, though.
So the 4-3 put out. Nice effort on the head first slide there. Hammonds do all she can to save her season. As Navajo gets 5 in the first, 14 in the second, and 1 third and 1 in the fourth. So they've scored in each inning, but a little different tallies.
Yep.
Makes the score 21-6. As Donahoe, senior pitcher, steps in, takes a ball 1.
So again, at 4 o'clock this afternoon, we'll jump on the radio about 3:45. Hopefully continue and get this victory here in this one.
Now, did you get us a hotel so I can go take a nap?
Shade tree, buddy.
Yeah.
No games will start before 11:30. No games will start before 11:30. Right. Thank you.
Donahoe, as she steps in, I'm assuming different games are finishing up at different times. Probably some run rules in certain situations. That one's called deep, much to the chagrin. Oh, that chagrin. 21-6 is your bottom of the fourth score. 3-0 count here to Donahoe. She's going to take one. Makes it 3-1. That flag is back to board.
Yeah, no wind.
No wind.
Look at the scoreboard next door. They've got 29 runs. It's 18-11, whoever's playing over there. But anyway.
There's a shot into left center. That's going to be gone. Donahoe with her second home run of the game here for Wister. She stays hot at the plate.
That might have just extended the game, too. That was makes it a 14-run lead for Navajo. And I've seen a couple of 15 after 4. But anyway, 21-7, Navajo on top.
Well, those two shots from Donahoe are mirror images of each other.
Yep.
Left center field wall. 220 it says on the straightaway center board. Consider that 225, and we'll move on here. 21-7 is your score in the third quarter.
Third quarter, you got it. There's your football score.
I guess here in the fourth quarter. Strike 1, 2, junior first baseman. And there's a flare to the right side. Moreau tries to track it down, makes contact, drops it. As the sun was probably right in her eyes about the time it was coming down, tried to basket catch it, but it falls fair territory. And Covey will reach base safely to score that an error, except pitchers can't make an error on fielding, just throwing.
Really?
Yep. So 1 out here and hits the plate. 1-0 count here to Hope Goetz, junior shortstop. She's been busy defensively, that's for sure. There's a strike. A 1-1 count. And at $11.50 a ticket, Chad, you had to order them online for this event, and OSSAA has done, and Fire Lake have done well for themselves today. Well, there are fans everywhere.
Yep.
There's a swing. There's a shot to left. That's out of here.
Here comes Wister.
Yep, here comes Wister with 2 home runs. That one's a 2-run shot. That's going to make it 21-9. And you never over until it's over, they say, you know, here in slow pitch. She's maybe not as excited as her teammates were for that home run, but I know her parents liked it. I liked it. It was a nice shot. 21-9. 1 out, and stepping in will be Jordan McAvey, freshman center fielder. One out, bottom of the 4th. Wister still in single digits.
Wister's got a good team, man. Number 7, 30-8, like you said, over 30 or 30 or more wins, and they're not just going to go off into the sunset.
Nah, you got to expect them to put up a fight. Just 2-3 seniors on this team here. Lots of freshmen, lots of sophomore. So they'll be around for years to come as well, it sounds like. 2-1 the count to McAvey. There's a strike, 2-2. Navajo not really interested in putting on any shift for anybody at this point. We sure hadn't seen it so far. Called a
Bates was like, come on.
She's got a view from out there by the wall.
I could see that was a strike from
you gotta be kidding me.
200 feet away.
And the 2-2 pitch. There's a shot to third base. Stabbed by Warren up with the throw over to first base. And not going to be scooped there by Brooks on the short hop. Warren made a nice back-handed play there, but left a short hop over there at first base. And McAvey be safe at first with 1 out. Right fielder. She'll try to extend things. So an error on the throw there by Warren, as she had plenty of time to get her out. That pitch is going to be a little bit deep for ball 1. Strike 1. 1-1 count here to Pierce. Wister's got 3 this inning on a couple of home run balls. There's a grounder chop to second base. It's going to tear him off of the heel of the glove of Holland. So runners advance first and second here on back-to-back errors on the Navajo infield. Definitely could have got the lead runner there. Mike could have turned 2. It had been close, but nonetheless, runners at first, runners at second. 1 out. Stepping in will be Hattie Pate. There's another shot by Pate. She's got multiple hits on the day. Pennington comes up firing. It's going to hold the runner at third. So base is full for Wister. And boy, if they ever needed a shot, it'd be right here, Reagan Roth.
That put them right back in it. 21-9 right now. Navajo on top.
Yeah, shot or not, they want to keep this line moving. They need a base hit from Roth here to make things really interesting and to keep the inning extended. Plate for ball 1. Nowhere to put her. Got to get the ball in the strike zone. Rose done a fantastic job of that today, throwing a ton of strikes. The 1-0. There's a shot into left. Pennington's going to get under it, off the glove. As she jumps for it, it's going to get into left center. Bates tracks it down. 2 runs will score. Runner heading to third. She's going to get there in time. So tough play there by Pennington. She goes to her left, looking into that sun, jump for it. I thought she had a chance to get it, but it goes off the tip of her glove. 2-run score off the shot by Pate.
Yeah,
21-11.
Coming in hot on her glove.
Definitely. Wister in double digits now, 21-11, just down 10. And the line keeps moving, just 1 out still. Kinley Branscombe at the plate. sophomore third baseman, with 2 runners in scoring position. Good little inning going here for Wister. There's a shot. It's going to be too high to get out of here. Tough play in no man's land. It's going to fall. And at third base, they have a play. The throw is down. Warren gathers it in. So out number 2 on the, let's see, the 8-Rover to 5 put out.
Another run comes in, though, 21-12. Yep.
Yeah, 21-12. That ball falls in no man's land. It's tough to get to for anybody. Runner trying to advance gets thrown out at third. But they say the unwritten rule is don't make the first or third out at third base, so she made the second one. So 2 outs now. Stepping in will be Trinity McCoy, freshman catcher.
Oh, Ripley and Calera are going to have to wait.
1-1 pitch. That one's up the middle for a base hit. Runners advance first and second. Now at the top of the lineup, girl that led things off here, Kate Hammonds, led things off with a grounder to shortstop for out number 1. She steps in here with an opportunity. Runners on. First and second, we're going to have a courtesy runner come in for the catcher. Can't quite see her number. We've got runner at first, the courtesy runner at second. 2 on, 2 out. Wind picks up blowing out, and as you say, Ripley and Calera are going to have to wait a little bit, or we run out of time here, 11:30ish. This one's not, looks like not anywhere close to over.
Nope.
No count pitch here to Hammonds is deep.
33 total runs here in this one.
That's the biggest difference over fast pitch. You see a bunch of 1-0 games in fast pitch.
Yeah.
But put the numbers on the board if you can swing the sticks. And the 2-0 pitch. Strike 1. 2-1. She pretty much check swinged into a strike there.
Yeah.
She pulled a couple of chopping grounders a second. See if she gets under one here. There's a shot up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Coach waving around third. Coming in to score as the throw will hit the cutoff. It's 21-13. And Wister keeps on keeping on. Brings up a big bat with Donahoe already a home run in this inning. And 2 on the day. 21-13. And she can make it 21-16. And very interesting really quick. We'll see. Yeah, Coach Shoemaker's going to put her on. I don't blame her. If you want to talk strategy, that'd be the person to put on. She's got 2 on the day, and she showed no signs of slowing up. 3 for 3 on the day for Donahoe. So base is full for Jalen Covey, junior first baseman. And the pitch. Strike 1.
Just that delayed call, folks. If you guys could see it, it makes me chuckle there.
Yeah, there's one group of fans every pitch that are about ready to boil over on every pitch, and he extends that arm nice and easy. About the time everybody's really looking at him, he'll give you that strike. 1-1 the count. The 0-1 was inside. That 2 is going to be called a strike. 1-2.
21-13, Navajo on top. But Wister threatening here.
Yes, very threatening. They've got 7 in the inning. There's a shot. Base hit's going to score 2 more. As Pennington scoops it up, hits the cutoff, and 2 runners cross. It's 21-15, and then a whole new ball game.
Whole new ball game. Amazing. 21-15. 36 runs, and Wister back in it.
Right, when you want to count them out, they get 1 solo shot to extend it out of the reach of the run rule. And haven't looked back since. The inning still continues here at the bottom of the 4th, 21-15. Strike 1.
The Oklahoma Secondary Schools.
This is Hope Goat. She's got a home run in the inning.
Sponsors a program to recognize outstanding academic achievement.
And the pitch, there's a lift into left. Doesn't have enough to get out of here. Bates settles under it. Out number 3, so Navajo escapes the threat after giving up 7. 21-15 is your score. You head to the top of the 5th. Come back here with us. You're listening to Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Navajo Athletics supports this radio broadcast of the games through coaches' contributions. Coaches are proud of the young people who participate in school activities.
Amsco Steel Products at 1101 South Main in Altus has been providing all your sheet metal supplies for many years. You can count on Amsco for rebar, C-purlin, and sheet metal in all your popular colors. But you can also count on Amsco for all your welding supplies too, including oxygen and acetylene. Yep, when you need sheet metal or welding supplies, just head to Amsco Steel in Altus.
Farm and trucks to the car that you drive. Brewers Discount Auto Supply. Hard to find parts, we've got what you want. We're the one stop to meet all your needs. Put you on the road or back in the field with service you can't beat. Farm and trucks to the car that you drive. Brewers Discount Auto Supply.
Chad Fox and Brad Gilbert back here in Shawnee. The ball fields at Fire Lake, 21-15. Navajo on top, and a great inning for Wister. Lady Wildcats and Lady Indians for Navajo up to bat here at the top of the fifth.
Definitely don't want to go quietly here. Conley Holland steps in, and Navajo just getting one run each of the last two innings after putting up 14 in the second. So the offense slowed down a little bit, for sure. Allowed Wister to make some noise last inning, climb back in this thing, see if they can get the bats back cracking. There's a chop to the pitcher. That's not going to do it. Out number one is 1-3 put out here quickly after one pitch. Holland getting on top of one. Bring up Maddie Thompson. Well, Wister made a lot of noise last inning.
Yeah, they
kept
did.
Runners on, kept that line moving, hit a couple over the wall, and plated 7 to get right back in this thing, 21-15. Plated 9 rather, didn't they?
Yep.
The pitch. Strike one to Thompson with Lindsey Moreau on deck. The 0-1 to Thompson on its way. And yeah, this game's running a little over time. We started this game on time, but here we stand at 11:27. Game time for Ripley and Calera is supposed to be at 11:30, and that is not going to happen. As we're in the top of the fifth here. And the pitch. Thompson, shot to shortstop. It's going to bounce off the glove of the shortstop. Looked like a rather straightforward opportunity to make the play for Goats at shortstop. She doesn't come up with it. Maddie Thompson stands at first. And Lindsey Moreau, the pitcher, will come up trying to help herself. She hit one deep to left, not deep enough. We'll see what she can do this time with Pennington at the top of the order, standing on deck. Pitch. Strike one to Moreau.
21-15, Navajo on top. Trying to regain that double-digit lead again.
Ump says that one's too high. Moreau lets it go. 1-1 now the count. One runner on. Thompson stands down at first. And the pitch. Ball. 2-1. On an absolutely perfect, pristine, gorgeous day here at Shawnee at the Fire Lake Fields. Fields in great condition. Moreau flares that one foul over here by the dugout. It's going to fall harmlessly for strike two. Be a 2-2 count here on Moreau. She didn't get much of that one. Sometimes it's coming in there so slow, it's hard to wait on it to come back down to your level. Moreau will face the 2-2 here with one out. And the pitch. She goes upstairs to get it. It's going to be a flare into center. Rover comes up with it for out number 2 as Moreau's retired on the F8. That will bring up the top of the order, Riley Pennington. She's got a home run on the day with one on, 21-15, and Navajo doesn't want to come up empty here. They're going to shift again. They're going to put their right center fielder over here behind shortstop and probably pitch to the pool. of Pennington. Now, Navajo, I've got to say, throughout the years, done a nice job of hitting the opposite field. If that's what she wanted to do, probably just want to hit it where it's pitched, get something she can handle, like that one right there. That's a shot into deep left center. It could have enough. They go back on, hits the light pole about halfway up. I'd say it's got enough. There's a 2-run shot by Pennington.
It's big.
It's a big shot, and they didn't want to come up empty there.
No.
So Navajo does get a little bit of momentum back as Pennington's going to trot around the bases, touch them all. It's 23-15.
That's a big hit because, yeah, you're right. I mean, you leave it at 6 runs going to the bottom of the 5th, and Wister with all the momentum and a chance to even things up and pushes it back out to 8 now, 23-15 Navajo.
Yeah, you never want to give up 9 and then come up empty and have to go back out there and play defense with a team that's ready to swing that bat and can smell some blood in the water. But I'm not saying that they still don't have that opportunity. They're going to put the shift back on after everybody reset. Ripple stands in. She's got one over the wall as well. But that was just a good pitch there for Pennington to handle, a little bit lower down. She was able to get into it for her second of the day. First pitch to Ripple. There's a shot to short. It's going to be tough to get her out. As she's
too much speed.
Yeah, just a ton of speed there. Shortstop didn't do anything wrong. Come get it quick and throw it over there. Ripple can get out of that box.
Let's get 2 more right here. What do you think?
Yeah, Gracie Brooks, they may put her on. They put her on last time. We'll see how they handle her here. They're going to put her on automatic. They're not going to throw to the senior. And I know that's frustrating to the parents and everybody that enjoys watching Gracie swing. It's a good strategy for the Wister coach and the Wister bunch, for sure. Unless Emery Solis can make them pay. The freshman will step in. Chop one to the pitcher last time after a similar situation.
You see that score over there, Brad? 21-20 right now. Next door.
Oh, I can't say 21-20. Wow, bottom of the 6th or top 6.
Yeah.
It's in the 6th. Exciting action over there. I'm not sure who's playing over there or what class is.
Don't know.
All 3 classes are here. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Called strike.
0-1 is the count. And Chad, we're watching the game, but you said you got the scoreboard up on the live stream?
We got it.
Terrific. So it's just like Facebook radio.
There you go.
We're on YouTube, wherever you're, plenty of opportunities to get access to this game today. There's a shot by Solis off the glove of the shortstop on the diving effort. Ripple's going to hit third, turn left, and come home to score. So Navajo plates another one. They get 3 here so far, 24-15. Solis with the shot.
Yeah. With the walk ahead of her intentionally.
Into the shift
in between a couple of defenders. You're right.
Still hit hard enough to do some damage. She's going to trot off and start putting her gear on. The courtesy runner, Lexi Little, will come in for her. So Gracie Brooks at second, Lexi Little at first, and in steps Abby Bates.
Great response by Navajo. Great response. They needed this inning right here.
Yeah, down with 2 outs, able to get something going here and have an opportunity to add to it here. Bates would like to do nothing more than that. Picks up a little breeze in her favor here, heading to left center. Boy, she got a lot of pop on her bat. She been a talented athlete in a class that didn't have a whole lot of players in it. So she's been on the field and on the court a bunch since she's been a youngster. There's a strike. 2-1 is the count to Abby Bates.
Long line of young Bates ladies.
Yeah, that's true. She steps in, that's gone. She steps into that one. That's going to be a 3-run shot over the wall here for Bates. Got just what they wanted. Wister intentionally walks Gracie Brooks, and they keep the line moving. Solis with the shot, followed by Abby Bates as she stands. She stops after third. I've never really seen that after trotting around the bases. Stops at third base for a little rally cry. So Navajo adds 3, 27-15. And don't look now, but here's the power in the lineup.
Norfleet, amazing.
Yeah, Navajo come to swing the sticks today. That's fun to see. You don't want to come up here and lay an egg.
She's going to walk.
They're going to put her on with the bases empty, get the Barry Bonds treatment. In steps Addison Warren for Navajo.
Folks, Wister pulled to within 6 runs. Now back to a 12-run lead for Navajo, 27-15. And we're in the top of the 5th.
And you're right. That is the exact response that you need after giving up 9.
Yep.
And letting them get close to you. You don't want to when you feel like everything's going your way and then somebody sneaks in on you, you want to have a response to it. After 2 straight innings of 1 run, here Navajo's able to get something big going here. Inside pitch to Warren, another one inside to Warren. It's 2-0 count here to Addison. And the 2-0 pitch, as the pitcher gets her grip, it's a good one to hit. She's going to let it go. Strike 1, 2-1 count. Navajo with the noisemakers. I've heard cowbells. I've heard kazoos. I've heard duck calls. There's a shot to left, and the left fielder's going to get in under another shot by Warren, but it's going to fall harmlessly into the glove for out number 3. It's 27-15. You're listening to Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
When you want your vehicle detailed right, you want Justin Pennington's Double J Detail Shop to do the job right. Double J Detail is located at 1910 East Broadway in Altus. Justin says go Lady Navajo softball team in the state tournament. Call Justin when you need a detail. 580-471-7112.
What do we got, Brad?
I'm not sure here. Both teams had ran off the field. We got an explanation here at home plate. I'm not going to be here, but
so, yeah.
Addison Warren's down at first, but her shot was caught in left field. Catcher's interference. It seems kind of out of the question, but
well, that's a break for Navajo. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not the catcher's glove is not up like a baseball or fast pitch area.
You know, he was kind of indicating something. Or sunglasses, but that didn't make sense to me on anything he's got.
Wow.
Okay. He just indicated a 2-2. Okay, he's telling them 2 outs.
2 outs, yeah.
Man, I'm not sure what that call was. Nonetheless, Addison Warren stands at first. Paris Norfleet stands at second, and it's 2 outs, I believe. Even
yeah, it is 2 outs. Yeah. So the inning continues.
The inning continues here for Navajo. I'm not sure what reason, but it does.
Top of the 5th. 27-15, and what a break for the Lady Indians.
Yeah, no kidding. I'd like to say there was just 1 out, but that Addison Warren's shot was caught in left field, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Holland takes ball 2.
Wister fans, again, just not sure what happened, but they're back out in the field.
Yeah, Coach Luce came out and got an explanation from the umpire, and he didn't complain much about it. There's a shot. Nice catch. Wow. Beautiful. What a catch from center fielder, the senior Hammonds. Goes down on a dive on the toughest play from center, having to dive straight into the ball, and gloves it, gets the out. Excellent play by her. You're listening to Classic Hits 97.7. It's a 12-run lead. Come back to us, OKSports.tv.
At the Jeff Warren Farmers Agency, they pride themselves on taking the time to get to know you and tailoring a package to your specific needs. Their goal is to understand every part of your life to ensure that you have the right plan, eliminating gaps and overlaps in coverage along the way. Call Jeff at 580-248-5705.
JP's Backhoe Service provides all backhoe services, including septic tank installation and all other backhoe services. For general backhoe service, call JP Brooks at 580-471-2468.
Original Landscape Creations has been our business for over 30 years now. We're Nance Landscaping Service of Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas. Let us create a landscape for you that you'll enjoy for years to come, and everyone will say wow when they see it. Nance Landscaping, where crafting unique multi-dimensional landscapes is what we do with pride. Call Nance today, 580-477-2474. That's 477-2474. And find them on Facebook.
All right, Chad and Brad back here. And with Brad, we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 27-15, Navajo on top.
It is bottom of the 5th here, 27-15. Wister stands in with nobody out. This will be Jordan McAfee, freshman center fielder. She steps into one, bouncer to shortstop. Norfleet up with it, over to first base, and pulls Brooks off the bag, unable to get the swipe tag. And you don't want to start an inning with a hit by pitch, an error, or a walk. And Navajo's done it rather. 1 on, nobody out. Stepping in will be McKenna Pierce.
Just kind of rushed that throw, didn't she? Just a little bit. I saw the speed going down the line.
She seemed kind of surprised that the short hop ended up in her glove, and it kind of put her off balance and out of rhythm on the throw. She pulls Brooks off. So runner on for McKenna Pierce. As Ripley and Clara anxious, along with their fans, to get some action going on their side. We'll have to wait here. It's a strike. 1-1 is the count. Pierce steps in. 12-run lead for Navajo. After just played, there's a shot into center. Ripple settles under it. The old can of corn for out number 1. After just getting one in back-to-back innings, Navajo able to play, 6 that inning?
Yes.
Yes, that is true. 27-15. Wister pulled within 6. And they've got one out here, desperate to keep their line moving and the season going. Was able to get 9 last inning after a leadoff out. There's a strike. 1-2 is the count. Put the pressure on Pierce here at the plate because nobody wants to strike out in slow pitch. Her left foot's out of the box to even start. I'm not sure what the rules are on there. There's a shot into left. That's going to be foul ball for out number 2.
I believe that's okay because I've seen that several times this season. Now, maybe they're not going to call it, but
you mean the foot out of the box?
Right, the start. Okay. As long as when they swing, they're in it.
Okay, tell me about why that's not out number or strike number 3 on the foul ball on a 1-2 count.
I had just a 1-1 count.
Okay.
So now it's 1-2.
All right.
We'll see.
I'm making stuff up over here. Is why it wasn't strike number 3. So 1-2 count here as the shade falls on the field. That one's lifted. That's going to be an out.
Yeah.
And Coach Ellison implores them not to make the effort to come catch it in the mud puddle over there. It's already an out. Coach Ellison been a big benefit to the program this year. A lot of expertise, and I don't know if you know him or not, Mr. Fox, but
good guy, huh?
Yeah, my father became principal whenever I was in the 5th grade at Olusty. This is mid-'80s, and he was a dominant senior athlete from Gould, Oklahoma, left-hander.
All right.
And threw gas on the mound, unhittable, incredible hitter, a great basketball player, and went on to Southwestern to continue his sports and education. Been at Elk City for years and years. As ball 1 drops in there to Hattie Pate with 2 outs. So when they announced his
hiring?
Yeah, his hiring this last summer, well, we were excited about it, and it paid dividends. The girls' basketball team really shined through. The girls really like him. He's cracking a joke. There's going to be a flare into right center. Ripple comes on, short hops it on the dive. Up to second. She almost got the out 2 different times on that play, but nonetheless, first and second with Reagan Roth. Freshman steps in. Got another difference between softball and baseball is this one's got a glittery hair bow. You just don't see that too much in baseball these days since the rules changed.
Yes, exactly.
So we'll clear the scoreboard here. It'll be 0-1's the count to Roth. Moreau finding the strike zone all day long. That was a little bit deep, 1-1.
Well, all 3 games of this Class 3A tournament are on this field, so that we may be pushed back.
Yeah, that's going to affect the timing, isn't it? 27-23 way over there on that scoreboard, Chad, from what I see. That may be a final. I'm not sure.
50 runs.
It's 21-20 just a little bit ago, but 50 spot over there on that field. 27-15 here. There's a shot to third off the chest. Warren eats it. She's going to be able to get to the bag in time. That's out number 3. And that's it. Ball game. So 5-inning contest here, 27-15. Navajo wins by 12 in the opening round against Wister. Lady Wildcats. Navajo advances to what was scheduled to be the 4 p.m. game. It could very well get pushed a little bit further than that. We'll keep you posted. Yep. They'll play the winner of Ripley and Clara coming up next. So good start here for the Navajo Lady Indians.